Okay, very good evening. So I'm Paresh Karya. Warm welcome to all of you on behalf of Ahmedabad Management Association. A big number today. And before we start the program, I think my request to all of you, keep your mobile to silent or a vibrator mode. That will, give us a quality listening, right? So welcome you on evening talk. And the topic is very interesting, content marketing strategy 2019. And Sharad bhai, this is the need of the day. Okay, and that's you are at the right time at AMA, right? So before we start the program, it's my pleasure to introduce Sharad bhai. But before I introduce, how many know Mr. Sharad Vora? Raise your hand. So rest don't know, so I have to introduce. If it is more than 90%, I can save the time. Okay. So my pleasure to welcome Sharad bhai and introduce you today as a speaker for the evening talk. Mr. Sharad Vora has done his MCOM, MBA and PGPM in the international business from Singapore. He is co-founder and content marketing trainer at Ahmedabad School of Digital Marketing, which has official, partner with Amazon training partner in Gujarat. So that's a big connect with Amazon. Sharad bhai is a creative content writer, influencer and blogger. He has worked for many companies as soft skill and sales skill trainer. He is faculty to various management business schools of Ahmedabad, Baroda, Surat, Mumbai. He has written more than 500 blogs for different companies. He is a trainer for content marketing, subject at various digital marketing training programs conducted by MSME and Government of India. Sharad bhai has worked for Lalbhai Group of companies, their educational initiatives. He has also worked with Sadhana School, HB Kapadia High School, and many reputed institutes as English language trainer. He is a writer for various publications like Hardik Prakashan, Kumar Prakashan, SGT Publications, and various others online editorials. So great knowledge on content writing and the language. Sharad bhai, teaches, trains undergraduate student to a postgraduate students, from working professionals to the CEOs, and he has trained by now more than 10,000 individuals for different field of the interest. He is also a key speaker to many organizations like Elite Website Design, Chris Technolabs, Acute Informatics Private Limited, and other well-known IT companies. His content marketing strategy and content management techniques have helped many corporates in boosting their online brand pre-position. So Sharad bhai is really in depth on digital marketing, content, and I think this is a need of the day. And before I request him to speak about the talk, would like to welcome on behalf of audience and AMA with the flower. Welcome Sharad bhai. So now my request to Sharad bhai Vora to start the evening talk, and I think I request first we'll listen to him, and last 10 minutes we will have a question answers. Sharad bhai, we request you to please start.
Good evening, all of you. I'm very happy to know that this many people have come today, because somebody was calling me and asking me, Sharad, where I have to come? So I said that you go in all rooms, check it out where there is a less population, seat inside. My session would be there. But I'm very happy to see that, first of all, extend my gratitude to AMA, Mr. Nair sir, for giving me this opportunity. I'm going to talk about content marketing strategy, right? And most importantly, I'm going to talk about the strategy of 2019, the topic which is given to me. So I will try to justify it. Before I start, I'll give you one disclaimer. When you write something, now when it comes to content writing, today I'm going to talk about 5-6 strategies. Gujarati, everybody, Gujarati and English, right? You're both language comfortable? Anyways, my Gujarati and Hindi are almost similar, sir. So there is not much difference. I can see most of all my ASDM students sitting here. Huh? Very good. Thank you all of you ASDM students to come. I can see all of them at the back. Good. Anyways, when I start with this, first of all, a disclaimer I'll give you. Whatever you post, no one cares. Because I have seen I take sessions at various companies, how to write content, how to write blogging. The one question which everybody asks is very common. Sir, how to earn through blogging? How can I make money through blogging? So everybody wants to earn, and then sometimes they become too emotional. They write today, next day they will start checking their accounts. Kuch aaya? Something has happened, no credit. But trust me, you need to understand that you don't need to be so serious. You don't need to get too emotional. That's the first disclaimer with which I want to begin today. Before I explain you what is content marketing, I'll tell you what it is not all about. It is not a campaign. It is not a brand talk. It is not an advertisement. घना लोगों लखे ने तो content लगता है सीधू हम जाहिर खबर ज लगता है जाने. They want to explain everything about their product and services. No, the objective of content marketing is just to spread awareness and to build trust. That's very important. How many of you are having your own business sitting over here? Please raise your hand. Your own business. Very good. And how many of you have your own website? Please raise your hand. Very good. જે લોકો હાથ ઊંચા નથી કરે ને એ લોકોને એવું હશે કે બસ હવે થોડા દિવસોમાં વેબસાઇટ બનાવવાનો જ છું કે ચાલુ જ છે કે કામ. But I tell you, website is very important. If you don't have website, you have no identity in the corporate. Forget about the clients. Even somebody outside the country, if they want to check, if you don't have website, how will you podcast yourself? That's the first thing. The first is website. Second, the problem nowadays is, everybody wants to hire a person to write their content. હું જાતે ના લખું, મારી પાસે ટાઈમ ક્યાં છે એટલો બધો? મારે તો 700-800 કરોડની કંપની નહીં ચલાવવાની. They are so busy. I mean, they believe that I cannot write content. Now, like if I write content, who will focus on business then? Actually, it's your business, you have to write content. That's the first thing. Unless you are very much occupied and you are actually thinking that yes, you cannot spare time, then and then only you dedicate it to others. Otherwise, you only write. Why? The strategies which I am going to talk about today will help us. Let us talk about one interesting fact. A study by HubSpot revealed that companies that publish 16 plus blog posts received 3.5 times more traffic than their competitors who publish less content per month. यानी कि महीने में 16 plus blogs. Every 2 days one blog. Every 2 days. So my question is, how many of us doing business, having website, are serious on blogging? We are not. Very few. Very good. And that is 5 out of 100. Rest of all of them will think that ठीक है content आज लिख दिया, 2-3 दिन बाद लिख दिया, हफ्ते बार याद आया तो लिख दिया. And that is what, you are stopping traffic to your own website. Digital marketing, today is an era of digital marketing. If you have a website, start getting traffics on your website. My website, Ahmedabad School of Digital Marketing, has 250 visits every day. If there are 250 visits on my website, if I get 15 leads per day, I'm happy. Out of 15, if I convert 5 5 leads every day. In a month, I convert 150 to 200 leads. Good business. What I am doing, I am just regurgitating my content on my websites again and again. Simple. But then there is a technique. कुछ लोग लिखने बैठ जाते हैं तो they feel that they have become, William Shakespeare. They write very difficult English. They want to prove their language skills to others. See how dexterously I am able to write. उससे क्या होगा? Readers को पता नहीं चलेगा तो आएगा ही नहीं आपके पास. So today I am talking about 5 killer techniques which you can use if you have your own website. And if you don't have website, you can create a free website on blogspots.com. You can create it on blogger.com. You can create it on wordpress.com. All free platforms where you can make your website. I have my account on bloggers.com and I know every day I get 1 or 2 SMS from different people. Message, I am from XYZ company. We would like to put a banner ad on your website page. That's a passive income. The Google AdSense, once you get Google approved, you never know, people reading your blog, they will see an advertisement, a small advertisement, and you earn out of it. You don't have to do anything. You have to just write it and post it. But this is only possible, friends, when you have a good strategy in your hand. It is not just writing. Let me tell you very clearly. Today we will talk about strategy. The first strategy is share trigger techniques. Very interesting technique. Ye technique, see, what I have done is I have not developed a technique first and then I have started writing. No. Out of my all written blogs and articles, I found out which blogs have got the maximum shares, which blog has got the highest hit. And I researched on it what technique would have worked there. So out of that I have taken out 5 good techniques. And the first technique is called as, I have tried to make it in very simple language, share trigger technique. Please understand this. It is designed that people get influenced and shares it. The second line, if you understand this, it's more important. Scientifically backed psychological principles that encourage people to share your content. Psychological principles, do you understand? Shiv Khera in his book has written, if you sell book emotionally, so if you share your content, if you try to sell your product logically, it will open the mind of the buyer. But if you try to sell your product emotionally, it will open the checkbook of the buyer. And we are interested in that, isn't it? It is psychological principle that encourage people to share your content. Look at this. American company, Colgate, when they advertise it in India, they've got a very good psychological adaptations. Look at it. They've got a Indian mother with an Indian traditional dress, children's playing aside, and then this mother on a frame will speak a very interesting line. वो क्या line है? Mother will say, listen very carefully, जितना भरोसा एक बेटे को उसकी माँ पर है, उतना भरोसा मुझे कोलगेट पे है. Have you seen this? Now tell, I want to ask, if somebody is very expert, what is the logic? But if you look at it, there is no logic at all. They write it, the Colgate, and then they write Maka Bharosa. They have made it a campaign. Why? Because they know the DNA of Indians. If you sell anything in terms of Ma, it will get sold. Many insurance experts do it, right? If you want to sell, they start telling about your family. Sir, તમે વર્ષમાં કેટલી વાર ફોરેન જાઓ છો? તમારા ફેમિલી માટે તમે કેટલું કરો છો? So no, this Indian man will get so emotional. हाँ, સાચી વાત. So what should I do? Buy our package. That's what most of the company does. So it can be in form of video, article, blogs. You look at it. The advertisement, Nestle comes out with a chocolate. It says that a boyfriend and a girlfriend, they got a fight and they got a breakup. Then a boy will get a chocolate and give it to girl. Girl will become happy and they will start living their life happily. Patch up. તો ભાઈ આપણને તો આવો એક ડબ્બો લઈ લેવા જેવો છે. There is no logic. But they want to sell emotionally. They understand the DNA of people. I was looking at this news. Amritsar train accident updates. 58 deaths. Narendra Modi approves aid of rupees 2 lakh for keen of deceased. Look at this. Now, the another news. आज तक देखिए कैसे हुआ अमृतसर ट्रेन हादसा. The same news. If you look at this, video is same, this video is also same, and then they have written here, तेज रफ्तार ट्रेन ने कुचल डाला. Now you tell me which video would have got the highest hit, this one or the next one? Of course the next one. This only goes to show that language doesn't matter. देखिए कैसे हुआ तो ना people will be inclined to see. लाउन जोई नाखू क्या है. And most of people who are weak in English, they believe that तो नरेंद्र मोदी approves aid for keen of disease. Keen of disease માં જ લોચા થઈ જાય ઘણા તો. So sometimes language is very important. This all big media people who are journalists at an expert level, they fail to understand the layman's language. Keen of disease કોને ખબર પડવાની છે? So I have found out what are those things which will improve share in your content. Number 1, utility. Number 2, content length. Then memory glue. This is very important. Now look at this video. This video got very famous. This is nothing but a shared trigger. We call it as memory glue. You will not get anything out of this video. And Priya Prakash became very famous in this. What is the use? My question is, what is the use? I have seen many people sending it to me. I have been sending to others. I have seen this in the Facebook DP, WhatsApp status DP. Or my point is why it is important. It is not at all important, but it gives you a perfect memory glue. Some photos also went viral. Yes, most of the companies. Yes, you're right. What is the objective behind it? There is no objective. If I become happy, American dollar के मुकाबले भारतीय रुपया से you become so pathetic. भारतीय रुपया ની हालत बहुत खराब થઈ ગઈ છે. So if I become happy, I'll share it to 5 others. 5 people will share it to 5 others. So shared triggers. Then there is positive emotion. If somebody tells you, hey, you are a good person, what happens? You feel happy and perhaps you will share it to others. Or somebody tells you, you are the best employee of the year, best businessman of the year. What will you do? You will share it to others. First of all, you will share it to your family members. Why? Positive emotions. You want to share it to others. Social currency through referral. Share and earn. And then storytelling also. Look at this. Chetan Bhagat is very famous because of storytelling aspects. If you look at the story and the logic behind, you find obnoxious. But the storytelling technique is such. Robin Sharma has written a book, A Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. How many of you have read that book? Fantastic. So Julian, who is at 50, 55-year-old, getting attacked, a millionaire advocate. And then suddenly, after 5-7 years, he comes out being young, 25-year-old. And then in book they mentions, Robin Sharma says, these are the 10 techniques Julian has used in his life, and the aging process got reversed. So instead of growing older, he started growing younger. and then 10 chapters, 10 techniques. જે લોકો આ સાંભળે છે ને નથી વાંચી એ લોકોને એવું થાય આટલું કીધું છે તો આ 10 ટેકનિક કહી દે તો એ સારું, પણ પછી આટલું જ આવે હવે પછી આટલામાં. સ્ટોરી ટેલિંગ ઇઝ ઓલ્સો વન ઓફ ધ વે. અને 10મો રૂલ વોઝ વેરી ઇન્ટરેસ્ટિંગ. 10th rule was, share this to others so that you will get this benefit. Universal of law and all this, law of karma and all this. So what happens if I am impressed, I'll share it to 10, 10 will impress, they'll share it to other 10, and see, 360 languages this book has been famous in and written in. So what is it? It was just a storytelling. Nowadays storytelling is very interesting. I'll give you example later on if I get time. First strategy, so I have developed certain strategies. The first is create, promote and then convert. We all want business on day one. This is wrong. Don't do this. You all know that when you want to win customers' trust, can you do it on the day one? No, it is not going to happen. That is a public, that's why most of the companies have public relation department. એ લોકો કશું ના કરે, એ લોકો બસ ખાલી વસ્તુ વેચે. Right? That is PR. First is create your platform. Invite visitors through blog post, through content, through articles. Let the trusteeship develop, and then automatically they will get into promote mode. They will promote means they will try to listen to what you are speaking then. And then sale, that is conversion. Bonus tip I like to give you. See, this is what I have done for many companies. Content promotion strategy, that is what is called as gating strategy. Those who have website do this immediately. Although you cannot do it by your own self, so ask your developers to do it. Ask them to use gating. Gating means what? Putting a form in front of your content for the purpose of gathering lead contact information. Very important. How many those who have website have done it? Hardly 5-10%. Very good. But then when it comes on your website, please drop your inquiry. It should happen on the 15th to 30th second only. Because people are not going to stay more on your website. They are not going to stay for more than 10 minutes. Or I've seen many of the websites wherein they use at the end, contact us. And the minute they click on that, then and then only a form pops up. No, don't do that. Immediately, anybody entering your website, within the first 15 seconds, there has to be a dropout, a pop-up that should ask your name, email ID, and contact information. I've seen many of the websites are too stringent. They also ask for two-way verification, Once you put a number, they send an SMS, you put the code there and then only you submit. And then only you are able to go forward. Premium websites do that. SEO tools do that. I have to put my number because if I want to pay and if I am interested in their services, I'll be forced to do it. When you do this, trust me, we feel that it is irritating, but it's not irritating. Out of 100, you will find 10 leads. And you just check your email ID. Now, even after putting this, if you don't get leads, then what is the problem? Visitors issue. There are no visits on your website. So link your website with Google Analytics. Go to Google Analytics and write down the name of your website and find out the detail. How many people come to your website every day? If the visit is less than 50, it's of no use. એક બરોડામાં મને કહેતો હતો કે સર હું જ્યારે વેબસાઇટ ચેક કરું ને તો એક વિઝિટર તો હંમેશા હોય જ છે મારા વેબસાઇટ. એ ખબર નથી કોણ છે કે હંમેશા એક વિઝિટર તો હોય જ. ચાલો એ મરી જાય તો સારું કે. I did not. મેં એને સરપ્રાઈઝ આપી નહીં. મેં કીધું એ તો બહુ મોટો પ્રશ્ન છે. તો એ વિઝિટ તો તમે પોતે જાઓ ને તો બીજું કોણ હોય? એમાંય ખુશ થાય ચલો એક તો છે. Second technique, expert positioning technique. This focus more on people sharing the content. Now see, friends, you doing business, your competitors also do. And why is it so here the competitors selling things at a lower price, getting more customers? Why? એવું થતું હશે ઘણાને. તમારા કોમ્પિટિટર ઓછા પ્રાઇસમાં વસ્તુ મોકલે અને લોકો ખરીદી લે, ઇનફેક્ટ એમની ત્યાં ભીડ પડે. And then what we do is we have only one thing left with us, the last tool to sell. And that is what we call it as discounting strategy. કશું ના થાય તો એ તો કામ લાગે જ. ઇન્ડિયામાં તો બધું ચાલે. 10,000ની વસ્તુ હોય ને તો આપણે પાછા લેનારે નેગોશિએટ કરે ને વેચનારે નેગોશિએટ કરે. પેલો હોશિયાર હોય 10,000નું 12,000માં જ કહે, કારણ કે નેગોશિએટ કરી કરીને 10,000 આવશે ને તો આઈ કેન મેનેજ દેટ માર્જિન્સ. And that is the worst principle ever, I tell you, trust me. It is okay to say no to your clients rather than giving them discounts. We have got a program at our company, which the program was launched in last year September. The cost of that program was 1,50,000. And I was told to handle that. So the first thing what I decided with my team is, we are not going to give a single rupee discount to anybody. And all my partners were telling, no, you cannot do this. It's okay. If the product price is 1,50,000, you can give it at 1.35. Full payment kare to or discount kari shakai. But actually we are all making mistake in there because we are cutting our whole margins. If you give a proper time to your product, and if you have a very good sales speech with a very good content, people will buy it. And forget about those people who want to negotiate, because those who negotiate always comes with complaint. Every day they will come with something different. This is not good, that is not good. And those who have negotiated will only do that because they are not at all interested in the product. They are interested in the pricing, they are interested in the benefits which they could have explored, but they are wasting their more of energy in cutting down the price. 1.5 લાખનું છે, અત્યારે જ પૈસા મૂકી દો, 1.40 આપું, બોલો કરશો? નથી કરવું. બે એડમિશન્સ, બે પ્રોડક્ટ ઓછા છે, ચાલશે. And trust me, when you do this, one day you will become expert. And it becomes very easy for you to tell no. This is the price, and if you can, this product is not for all, it's a premium product. If you want to negotiate, then this product is not for you. And it's okay if you cannot afford it, it's okay. It's okay not to buy. When you start saying this to your customers, you get into expert positioning automatically. That's what the second technique is. Sales tone of aggression is very important. JMC Tower માં ICICI ના અમુક employees હતા, તો I was told to take communication skills sessions there. And I found that most of the sales people are having very less energy, and which is very wrong. When it comes to sale is all about aggression, isn't it? The transfer of excitement. If I am happy with my product, I can tell you to use that product and so on. ઘણા તો સેલ્સમેન એટલા ઢીલા પચકા અને આમ હાથ મિલાવે નહીં, હાથ આપી દે આમ લો, મિલાવો એટલે નહીં લઈ, તો આ 15,000માં આટલું જ આવે. થોડું ઘણું ઇન્સેન્ટિવ મળી જાય, 4-5,000, 19-20,000 થઈ જાય એટલે બસ થઈ ગયું. હવે મોંઘવારી કેટલી છે? નોકરીઓ નથી. Now common dialogues if you see outside, નોકરીઓ નથી, મોંઘવારી બહુ છે. But I believe that when there is a high skill set and high professionalism and there is expert positioning, nothing will worry. You will still become expert. You will still do good sales. Why? Because you are at this model. So it accomplished 3 things. 1, powerful glue. તમે કંઈક એવું લખો કે જેમાં લોકોના મગજમાં બેસી જાય. Powerful glue. Forbes, when they started writing, for the 50 years, they did not mention anywhere about what they are and about the company. But one day it happened that they won the trusteeship of people so much that if any news would have popped up, if it is a Forbes news, it is considered authentic. Otherwise not. That's how they made business. And then later on, they issued their booklets. Look at this. Johnson & Johnson was the first US multinational company. They printed a book of how to use bandage, a 7-page booklet, and they circulated it to all doctors and all chemists as a user guide. Absolutely free. When they did this, what happened? It was nothing but a content marketing. Isn't it? Procter and Gamble, when they entered into the market of India, they started with the radio drama, wherein women were considered at the core, and women empowerment was the message that they wanted to spread. Then what happened? The program became very famous on radio, and then only one line, co-sponsored by Procter and Gamble. That's it. This is how an advertisement model was used. It was nothing but a content marketing. So when I say content, it is not just my writing. It can be in form of video. It can be in a form of audio. And content that acts as a trademark. Look at this. This advertisement I've seen in Times of India. And the very interesting part, what urged me to put this here was, the first 4 or 5 lines in Rolex advertisement is a Spanish language, non-English language. And they put it, why? Because they have led their company to such a level where language also doesn't matter. આપણે તો એવું કરીએ કે જેમ જાહેર ખબર કે જે સ્ટેટનું હોય ને એ સ્ટેટમાં જાહેર ખબર એ લેંગ્વેજ રિજનલ લેંગ્વેજમાં કરીએ. મુંબઈનું હોય તો મહારાષ્ટ્રમાં જ કરવાનું, સાઉથ હોય તો સાઉથ ઇન્ડિયન local language માં જ કરો. We used to do it. Why? Because we believe, but it's not so. Once you become into expert, look at the another advertisement. Mercedes, they have never mentioned MERCDI. No brand name, only logo. Are we able to create this? Nowadays Myntra does it. They put an image and they just write M. Have you seen that? The Make My Trip model also. One small advertisement and MMT. They want to, the MMT has become a keyword for them. Look at this now. Why? Because they have all reached to an expert. I was reading Neil Patel's blog. Neil Patel is a famous content writer and blogger. I always follow his blog. He has written one case, link building case study, how I increased my search traffic by 110% in just 14 days. This content got 75 domain backlinks. Backlinks means what? If you have written something and I am using, you are using my as a third party's link, that's what Wikipedia does. My third strategy is all about that. What is backlink? I'll talk about it later. This content got 24,000 shares. When I wrote my content, I remember first in 2011-12, I got only 2 shares. One to I have only shared it. And then whenever I used to open, I used to feel bad, only 1 share. So I created a dummy account and reshared. It makes you feel good, right? You got 2 shares. But this has got 24,000 shares. Can you imagine? Now tell me, this writer, is it necessary for a writer to talk about any brand or product? No. 24,000 shares. So why can't you do that? You write something, post it on your website, and let's see. There are free tools available. I'll tell you. I'll name those tools. I'll make you write today those tools, 2-3 tools, which will help you understand how many of them have shared your content. Okay, if I liked, I shared it. If you liked, you shared it. And trust me, this is building a very strong rapport. Business doesn't happen just like selling product. It's sometimes communicating product, winning the trust, and then sales. So that's how the thing goes. I was impressed by this article, Man versus Debt. This is written by Joan. She is a financial advisor. She does not have any office in Canada, and she is just a financial wealth manager. What is she doing is she is writing a content, and the latest content which she has uploaded, there are 90 comments in this. 5 people would have written, hi, I am interested in your advisory expertise, professional services. If 5 people would have written, she has got a good business, trust me. Anywhere she has not mentioned anything about her own business. The beauty of content writing is you are selling without telling that you are selling. The days are gone where people used to say, you have to talk about your product. You keep on talking about push marketing. No, push marketing phase is gone. Now it's a pull marketing. If I get 10 people asking me, I'm interested in your service, I don't have to put more efforts. કોટક મહિન્દ્રાને એ લોકો જે લોકો કોર્પોરેટ ઓફિસીસ જ્યારે અમદાવાદમાં લોન્ચ થઈ ને તો તમે જો માર્કેટિંગ એક્ઝિક્યુટિવ માર્કેટિંગ મેનેજરોને બેસવાની કોઈ જગ્યા જ ના હોય. માર્કેટિંગ પીપલની તમે જોયું ડિપાર્ટમેન્ટ માર્કેટિંગ પીપલ અને અંદર બધા માર્કેટિંગના માણસો બેઠા હોય ને. નોટ ઓનલી વન કંપની, મેની અધર મલ્ટી. વાય? બિકોઝ દે બિલીવડ દેટ માર્કેટિંગના માણસો છે તો બેસે નહીં. એટલે અહીંયા જે માર્કેટિંગના માણસો છે એવું વિચારતા હશે, એવું થોડું હોય કંઈ. એન્ડ યુ પીપલ યુઝ ટુ સે, મોટા મોટા સ્ટીફન કોવેના મેનેજમેન્ટ બુક્સ છે અપાર્ટ ફ્રોમ ઇન્સ્પિરેશનલ બુક્સ. હી હેઝ રિટન વેરી ક્લિયરલી, ઇફ યુ આર માર્કેટિંગ પર્સન, યોર સ્ટેન્ડ ઇઝ આઉટસાઇડ ધ ઓફિસ, નોટ ઇનસાઇડ ઓફિસ. એટલે ઘણા આ વાંચીને જ બુક મૂકી દીધી કે આપણા કામની નથી. ઓફિસમાં તો બેસવું પડે ને કે. But today things have changed. Now sitting at your own office chair and table with your comfort zone, having a cup of coffee, you can sell products like anything. The only thing you require is content marketing strategy. You don't need necessarily to go out and run outside and tell people to buy your product, buy, discounting, and no need. So, you should write case studies based on your business model that you are having. Write an introduction, then write content, and then call to action. Call to action says that do something that enables you to share or comment. Like if you want to lose weight this month, leave a comment below right now. તો ઘણા બધા લોકો હવે એવું નથી કે ખાલી છોકરીઓ જ લખે આમાં. અને પછી get a free ebook. Just leave your comment and email ID. ઘણા લોકો તો પહેલાં ડાઉનલોડ કરી લેશે, પછી વાંચશે કે આ કામનું છે કે નહીં. એ ફ્રી છે ને, એટલે પહેલાં ડાઉનલોડ કરીને મૂકી જ દઈએ, પેનડ્રાઈવમાં નાખી જ દઈએ, ક્યાંક જતું રહે તો લેપટોપમાંથી. Now what is happening? 70 લોકો આમાં ઈમેલ આઈડી મૂકે તો એ મારું શું થઈ ગયું? લીડ થઈ ગયું. સિમ્પલ. મેલચિમ્પ નામનું ફ્રી સોફ્ટવેર છે. મેલચિમ્પ, એમાં તમે ફ્રી અકાઉન્ટ બનાવો અને તમે ઈમેલ આઈડીઝને પ્રમોટ કરો, બધા ઈમેલ આઈડીઝ અંદર નાખી અને તમે રોજની સ્ટ્રેટેજી બનાવીને એ લોકોને તમે શૂટ કરો મેલ. રોજ નહીં પણ અઠવાડિયાના એટલીસ્ટ એક. તો વોટ હેપન્સ? રેપોર્ટ. ડૉક્ટર બાત્રાઝ ઈમેલ આઈડીઝ આર ધેર એવરીવેર ઇફ યુ લુક એટ ઇટ નાઉ. મને 2 દિવસ પહેલાં આવ્યું હતું ડૉક્ટર બાત્રા, કે મેં કીધું મારે હમણાં જરૂર નથી. બટ મગજમાં આવી ગયું ને મેમરી ગ્લુ, તો જ્યારે જરૂર પડશે ત્યારે એ જ પહેલું યાદ આવશે. ભલે બીજા આજુબાજુમાં ઘણા એવા હેર કન્સલ્ટન્ટ્સ હોય, પણ આઈ વિલ ઓલવેઝ થિંક અબાઉટ દેટ બિકોઝ આઈ હેવ ગોટ અ મેલ 10 years back and it is in my mind. Very important thing. 75% people visit your website, they just need to know. ઘણા આવે ને આમ પૂછે કે તમે શું વેચો છો, શું ધંધો શેનો કરો છો, હવે એ ખરીદવાના છે કશું? 75% people come to your office, your business just to know. અને આપણે ઘણા પાછા સ્માર્ટ હોય, આપણને ખબર પડી જાય ને કે they have come only for information, we become so reserved. કે આ કંઈ ખરીદવાનું નથી, સુધી પૂછપૂછ કરે છે, માહિતી આપે છે. એટલે આપણે ઓછું જેને સમજાઈશું. That is where Gujaratis do it, they understand the nerves of the asker. And if they, એને લાગે પેલો ખાલી એકવાર એવું કહે ને કે મારે છે ને 10 જેટલા પ્રોડક્ટ જોઈએ છે, તો સીધી ચા ને કોફી આવી જાય. પણ એમ કે હું હું ખાલી જાણવા જ આવ્યો છું, મારે ખરીદવું નથી, ઘણા પહેલેથી જ ચોખવટ કરી દે કે સામેવાળાને ખોટું ક્યાં આશામાં બાંધવા, કે ખોટું બધું બહુ સમજાઈ નાખે ને ઇમોશનલ થઈ જાય તો. પછી ડિપ્રેશન થાય ને ના સેલ થાય તો એ પહેલેથી ક્લિયર કરી નાખે હું છે ને અત્યારે લેવાનો નથી, અત્યારે ખાલી જાણવા આવ્યો છું. એટલે પેલો એ સૂચના આપી દે ને પેલો એ પ્રમાણે જ પછી સમજાવે, એટલે ક્યાંય કશું કન્ટેન્ટ રહે જ નહીં. 75% people come because they want to know, 23% come because they want to compare, 2% only build the trust, and 2% only will buy your product out of 100. બે જ લોકો 100 માંથી એવા આવશે જેને ખરેખર પ્રોડક્ટ જોઈએ છે એટલે આવે છે. 23 લોકો, this is a universal standard figure which may go up and down, but this is just the statistics. કે 100 માંથી 23 લોકો એવા છે જે લોકો બીજે કમ્પેર કરીને આવશે, એમાં 5% તો કહી દેશે કે હું બીજે બધે જઈને આવ્યો છું. હવે તમે જે પણ તમારી સમજૂતી આપો ધ્યાનથી સમજીને ભાવ એ પ્રમાણે કહેજો. ઘણા બતાવીએ દે હો બ્રોશર બીજા બધા કંપનીને, જો આ આમાં અહીંયા જઈ આવ્યો, અહીંયા જઈ આવ્યો, અહીંયા જઈ આવ્યો, આ 5 છે, હવે 6ઠું તમારું આપો. આપણો તો રસ ત્યાં જ મરી જાય. આટલું બધું તું હોમવર્ક કરીશ તો મને ખબર છે હું ફેલ જ થઈ જઈશ. 2% and we have to focus on this 2%. મારો કન્સેપ્ટ એવો છે કે જો આપણને ખબર છે કે 100 માંથી 2 જ જણા તમારી વસ્તુ લેવાના છે, તો why can't you increase your visitors? મારે 500 લોકો આવે છે તો 100 માંથી 2 તો 500 માંથી કેટલા થશે? 10. તેના કરતાં હું 50,000 વિઝિટર લઈ આવું તો ધેટ્સ ઇટ. મારે આ 2% ને વધારવાની જરૂર નથી. આ તો સ્ટેટિસ્ટિક સ્ટાન્ડર્ડ રહેવાનો છે. આઈ કાન્ટ ડુ એનીથિંગ ઇન ધીસ, બટ આઈ કેન ઇન્ક્રીઝ ધ ફ્લો. ધીસ ઇઝ કોલ્ડ એ સેલ્સ ફનલ ઇન કન્ટેન્ટ માર્કેટિંગ સ્ટ્રેટેજી. So don't work on this too. ઘણા લોકો આમ પ્રોડક્ટ વેરીફાઈ પેલું ચેન્જ કરે, ક્વોલિટી ઇમ્પ્રૂવ કરે, સેલ્સ ટેકનિક્સ ઇમ્પ્રૂવ કરે, પ્રેઝન્ટેશન્સ ઇમ્પ્રૂવ કરે, લોકોના હ્યુમન રિસોર્સ મેનેજમેન્ટ એ બધું કરવા કરતાં ઉપરનો ટોટલ ફ્લો વધારી દો, ઓછા પૈસે થશે. અને તમે ગમે તેટલું હ્યુમન રિસોર્સ વસ્તુ એવી છે કે તમે ગમે તેટલું સુધારશો ને, they will remain human resource at the end of the day. They will, because they have come with that expect કે મારે તો નોકરી જ કરવાની છે ને, સાહેબનું થાય હારું, મારું શું. અને ઘણા એન્ટરપ્રિનર્સ ઇન્સેન્ટિવ્સ પ્લાનમાં આ નેગોશિએશન કરતા હોય કે હા બરાબર છે તું ધંધો લાવ્યો પણ હવે નોકરી કરે છે થોડું તો લાવવું પડે ને તારે. તો ખોટી જગ્યાએ દિમાગ ચાલે છે. So focus on this people coming and visiting. The third strategy is one-stop solution strategy. The example is Wikipedia. I was looking at digital marketing. I searched yesterday. તો આ જરા વિકીપીડિયામાં તો જોઈ લઉં શું કહે છે. Digital marketing, when I typed, they started with the history. They started with 1880s where Charles Babbage invented room size computer. And they started with that explanation. Now what does this goes to say? This goes to say very clearly and blunt that if somebody comes to you, give them what they want. As simple as that. તો કોઈએ તમને કંઈક પૂછ્યું છે ને તો એને એ તો સમજાવો જ, બટ એની સાથે સાથે give them other linking, which we call it as, in digital marketing language it is called as backlinks. Now here we come on a topic called as backlink. In Surat, if I am typing Surat, I get this explanation. Surat is a city in Indian state of Gujarat. So now they have mentioned Gujarat and they have done a link in that. If you click Gujarat, they will tell you what Gujarat is all about. That is one backlink. And then they have got this is on the very right is called as infographic. Infographic is all the information in one table with an image. Nowadays this is a Bloomberg effect. I write content always with having a designer with me. Please understand this. Because when I write, I tell to my designer that this is what the statistics, I want you to design it and put it in one table. So all my content, I don't need to write 2000 words. પહેલા એવું કહેતો હતો 2,500 શબ્દો લખવાના, પણ આટલા લાવા ક્યાંથી? તમે 100 શબ્દો તો લખો, એકવાર તમને ખબર પડશે. હું 50 લખું ને મને એમ થાય બસ હવે આવી ગયું બધું. કેટલું લખે પછી માણસ? તો એસીઓના લેંગ્વેજમાં એવું કહે છે કે 2,500 3,000 વર્ડ લખવાના, આખી બુકલેટ બનાવવાની. પછી શું કરવું પડે? ન છૂટકે કોપી પેસ્ટ કરવું પડે. અને ઘણા લોકો કોપી કે પેસ્ટ કરીને પછી એવું કે કોપી નથી કરી, ઇન્સ્પાયર્ડ. How to write with one-step solution strategy. Pick a linked, creator-friendly topic. Break your topics down into subtopics. Use content, useful content delivery, and add a link to each chapter. You may make sure that you don't add link of your competitors. Huh? Otherwise, people will go to your competitor, buy from there. They'll get information from your side. The fourth technique, which is very important. If you understand this technique, this is, I believe that when you buy very, very expensive books, you will find all these foreign writers mentioning this technique in a different language. I have made it very simple for you, which is called as extended list post. Extended list post એટલે શું હોય? નોર્મલી મેં જોયું કે ઘણા આવું લખે 25 ways to be more productive in office, and then there is a title, introduction, 25-30 list. એમાં શરૂઆતમાં ટિપ્સ બધા સારા હોય, પણ પછી ઇન્ફોર્મેશન ઓવરલોડ થઈ જાય. And then there is information ignore. People don't want to see. થોડા દિવસ પહેલા હું વાંચતો તો એમાં લખ્યું હતું 101 ways how not to sleep in office hours. 101 ways, sir. તો આઈ થોટ કે આવું વાંચે કોણ? પછી વિચાર આવ્યો કે આવું લખે કોણ? અને 101 ટેકનિક એટલે મારા જેવા તો 7 ટેકનિક પછી ઊંઘી જાય. પછી બાકીના પછી વાંચું જાગીને. So then there is information overload and nobody is interested to. અને ઘણા લખવા બેસે ને તો આમ they believe that they become a philosopher of life. They become just next to Socrates. And they'll start writing and in life there are all pains and pleasures. Nobody is interested to listen all this. So ELP is not a tip, it's beyond that, and that's why we call it as extended list post. આ કેવી વાત થઈ ખબર છે? કોઈ સુસાઇડ કરવા જતું હોય ને તો એને એમ સલાહ આપે કે સુસાઇડ ના કરીશ, હા, મરી જઈશ. સુસાઇડ કરે તો એને તો ખબર જ છે ને કે હું મરવાનો છું. ના એવું ના, મરી જાય ને પછી આ બધા તહેસ નહેસ કરી નાખે તારા શરીરને. બટ હી નોઝ એવરીથિંગ, રાઈટ? બટ ELP says take it as a counseling. Doctor's room, they write consulting room, you know. They write consulting room, and they will only do the consulting. They will say this is the problem, this is the diagnosis of it, and this is the treatment. That's it. Khatam. Give me money. They charge for only that. They don't have a pharmacy and they don't sell medicines, right? That's not their business. Choose a topic, take it as a counseling. I have read it many a times that when you write in such a way that it feels to a reader that somebody is talking to him. Listen very carefully. I feel that if somebody is talking to me, I'll be interested. Otherwise, I'll be not interested. Simple. That's what Chetan Bhagat does. When he writes, you feel that, oh, it's happening right now, and he's talking to me. It's me in the character. That's where writers, that's what you call it as an interactive style of storytelling. So take it as a counseling, put your best 15-20 tips, find your killer 3-4 topics, put it in the starting, put it in the ending, and then you create your post. Do it, and it is going to take time. I believe that you need to take at least 1 week to create one interesting blog. Minimum 1 week. And then you can expect, કારણ કે એકવાર લખાઈ ગયા પછી, એકવાર સ્ટોરી બની ગઈ પછી તો એને પ્રોમોટ જ કરવાનું છે. You just need a platform, a channel, and promotion. That's it. And you keep on doing the same thing. 1 week of writing can work up to 1 month. તમારી પાસે 1 મહિનાનું કામ આવી ગયું. તો એ પ્રમોશન કરવાનું ને નવું લખવાનું. So you work 2 ways. એક ટાઇટલ એવું લખવાનું કે જેમાં બેનિફિટ હોય. Look at titles, you know, that's a half girlfriend. Look at this. તો આમ ટાઇટલ સાંભળીને જ આપણને થાવાળી નવું આવ્યું. હાફ ગર્લફ્રેન્ડ. લુક એટ ધીસ. તો એનું જ્યારે મોટાભાગના બધા નોવેલ એના મૂવીઝમાં કન્વર્ટ થાય ને ટાઇટલ બદલાઈ ગયા. You know, 5 point someone got changed into 3 idiots and it came into a movie version. But half girlfriend remained half girlfriend even in movie version. Why? Because they knew that this title is so catching. અડધા લોકો આ half girlfriend સાંભળીને આવશે. So title is very important, and write a title with benefit, with number of items that you are going to put within a short time frame. Let's say 24 quick actions you can do today that can change your financial life forever. Look at this. So here it is mentioned that there are 24 points. It is mentioned that it is going to change your financial life forever, and which is something which you can do today. So title is itself self-explanatory. You don't need to do anything else in it. Then an introduction. Huge image between content, between title and introduction. Look at this. The image. The ratio is clear. 10% it has to be text and 90% graphics. Please listen to this very carefully. 10% ઘણા તો ઇમેજ ઉપર એટલું બધું ટેક્સ નાખી દે કે ઇમેજ જ ઢકાઈ જાય આખું. અને જ્યાં વર્ડ ડોક્યુમેન્ટમાં લખવાનું હોય ત્યાં ખાલી જગ્યા હોય બધી. So use only 10% of text on image. And then content and then conclusion. Write down very clearly conclusion. ઘણા લોકો એ લખતા ના હોય આમ ડાયરેક્ટ કન્ક્લુડ. Don't do this. Try to make it bold, clear, the conclusion, and then write 5-6 lines. I think one paragraph should have 3-4 lines. That's it, maximum. You don't need to write big paragraphs. ઘણા તો આખો એક પેરેગ્રાફ લખીને આખું પાનું જ ભરી નાખે. Don't do this. 3-4 lines. Interesting lines. So take it like a doctor does. You know, describe a problem, then treat the patient. Most of doctors do it. Then they trade you, they tell you, because it's a business. It's like, come on. આવું નહીં, તમારા હાર્ટબીટ્સ ઇરેગ્યુલર છે તો આનાથી એક જ વસ્તુ થશે, એટેક આવશે, બીજું કંઈ નહીં. So then they trade you, then they give you solution કે જો આવું ના કરવું હોય તો these are the ways. And then taking a credit. વેબસાઇટ ઉપર કેટલા લોકો ટેસ્ટિમોનિયલ્સ મૂક્યા છે? 4-5. વેબસાઇટ મેં પૂછ્યું કેટલાની છે તો બહુ બધાની છે. તો પુટ ટેસ્ટિમોનિયલ્સ ઇન ફોર્મ ઓફ વિડીયોઝ. તમારો ક્લાયન્ટ બહુ ખુશ છે તો એને કે મને 15 સેકન્ડનો 20 સેકન્ડનો એક ટેસ્ટિમોનિયલ વિડીયો બનાવીને આપ, અથવા કંઈક લખીને આપ, અને એના જ હેન્ડરાઇટિંગનું લખેલું કાગળિયું એનું જ સ્ક્રીનશોટ લઈને મૂકી દો તો એ રિયલ લાગે થોડું. That's how most of the shopping giants, you look at it, they have mentioned, you know, the feedback is written there only. The customers write the feedback, and in most of the cases there are feedback walls also. What is it? It is a testimonial. It's nothing but remarketing. Fifth technique is called as rule of reward. If somebody tells you, હવે આ એક બહુ ઇન્ટરેસ્ટિંગ ટેકનિક મેં શોધી કાઢી છે અને ઘણા લોકો ફોલો કરે છે. ફોરેનમાં ઘણા રાઇટર્સે અડેપ્ટ કરી લીધું છે. I'll try to make it in Gujarati so that it becomes very simple to you. આ ટેકનિક એ છે કે લેટ્સ અઝ્યુમ કે તમે અવોર્ડ આપો છો, તો તમે કોઈ પણ એક સેગમેન્ટ પકડો, જેમ કે બેસ્ટ વિડીયો એડિટિંગ ઇન્સ્ટિટ્યૂટ્સ ઇન ઇન્ડિયા. આ એક ટાઇટલ મૂકી દીધું. હવે વોટ આઈ હેવ ટુ ડુ ઇઝ 100 જેટલા ઇન્સ્ટિટ્યૂટ્સ હોય, ઇફ there are hundreds institutes, I will nominate few of them and then I'll rank the 5 good institutes. So I will start ranking from 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd and then 1st. Now what is the beauty of this is, when I rank them, I'll keep the information and I'll use the website link of that company. So first is, it is developing my backlink. First thing. Second, when you write this 5 winners, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, અને પછી એ આર્ટિકલને જે વિનર્સ છે એ લોકોને મોકલવાના. Say congratulations, hi gents, congratulations, you have been nominated as from our blog team. They've done a research and they've identified your institution or your company among top 5 video editing institutes. Congratulations. Feel free to share this blog so that others can know about your achievement. Cheers, Sharad. When you write this mail and I send it to the winners, what is going to happen is 5 winners છે મેં 5 વિનર્સને મેં લખી નાખ્યું અને એ લોકોને મેં શેર કર્યું તો they will share to others also. Just imagine તમારી કંપનીને મેલ આવે કે congratulations you are a winner, feel free to share it, તો તમે શું કરશો? 5 લોકોને તો શેર કરશો ને. ઘણા તો વેબસાઇટ ઉપર મૂકી દેશે કે સી, કારણ કે થર્ડ પાર્ટી વિનિંગ છે ને એટલે વધારે વિશ્વાસ લાગે કે હા જો લોકોને કદર થઈ. ઓળખીતાઓ અવોર્ડ આપે ને તો તે તો હવે સમજ્યા આવે. તો 5 વિનરને તમે શેર કરો છો તો 5 લોકોને શેર કરે તો 25 શેર્સ તો મને એમ જ મળી ગયા ને. ઇમેજિન ઇફ યુ મેક અ કન્ટેન્ટ લાઈક 25 ટોપ વિનર્સ, દેન સ્કાય ઇઝ અ લિમિટ. જરૂરી નથી 5, કોઈ ના કરે, કોઈ 10 કરે, કોઈ 2-3 દિવસ સ્પેસિફિકલી ફોકસ કરીને આ જ કામ કરે, એવું બને ને કે ચાલો હવે બધું બંધ કરો, આપણે શેર કરો, આ સારી વસ્તુ છે. પીપલ વિલ ટેક ઇટ એઝ અ માર્કેટિંગ પ્રોપોગેન્ડા. અને તમને ખબર છે ને કે એ જેટલું પ્રોપોગેટ કરશે ને એટલો તમારો બ્લોગ આગળ આવી રહ્યો છે. અને જો ગૂગલ એડસેન્સ અપ્રૂવડ છે તો તમારે તો એડવર્ટાઇઝમેન્ટનો ઢગલો થઈ જશે, અકાઉન્ટમાં પૈસા છલાવશે. થોડાક જ આવે, છલોછલ બોલ્યો એટલે ટેન્શન. બટ વોટ ઇઝ ધ બેસ્ટ પાર્ટ ઇઝ મારું પ્રોડક્ટ પ્રમોશન થાય છે, મારું બ્લોગ પ્રમોટ થાય છે. સો વોટ આઈ હેવ ટુ ડુ ઇઝ, ફોરેનમાં આ બધા બ્લોગ બહુ ચાલે, 125 ફિયરલેસ ફિમેલ બ્લોગ. અહીંયા તો બધા ફિયરલેસ જ છે વુમેન બધી, પણ ફોરેનમાં આ બ્લોગ બહુ ચાલે અને એવરીબડી રાઇટ્સ, શેર્સ. સો ચૂઝ યોર ટોપિક, ફાઇન્ડ યોર વિનર, ફીચર યોર વિનર, એમાં લખો ટોપ, બેસ્ટ. આ બધા ડેટા ક્યાંથી લાવવા? ઘણા તો એવું પૂછે આ ડેટા ક્યાંથી કાઢવાના આટલા બધા? યુઝ જસ્ટ ડાયલ સુલેખા, ઇન્ફોલાઇન, ગૂગલ. ફીચર યોર વિનર લાઈક હાઈલી યુઝફુલ, બેસ્ટ, ટોપ, વર્લ્ડ ક્લાસ. લોગો બનાવી દો, નો મેક અ ગુડ લોગો. વિનર ઓફ ધ યર 2019, એને જેન્યુઅન લાગવું જોઈએ ને પાછું. અને અવોર્ડેડ બાય, પછી તમારું બ્લોગનું નામ લખી નાખવાનું. જેમ કે મારું હોય તો blogspot/asdm.co.in. So that's my blogspot website address. You can use your own blogspot website address. Future, so that makes it authentic, that somebody, a blogging company has done it for you. And then reach out to your winner. Let those winners understand. So this is a buying cycle and a content. My company called Ahmedabad School of Digital Marketing was struggling in 2014-15 a lot. Getting customers, talking them about our products and services and all. Then I took up a responsibility and I thought, okay, fine, let us make it a very big brand through content writing. So today if I've got 250 visitors on website, it's not because of actually company being big. It's all because of it has been procrastinated properly and it has been promoted in a better fashion. So now when I write Ahmedabad School of, or even if you Google out, if you write in Google Digital Marketing Institutes in Ahmedabad, you find that Google is ranking our website on the first. Of course SEO helps, of course, but then content marketing is the key, and that's where you get business. Expert says that if you want to hide a dead body, you can hide it on the second page of Google, because nobody is going to see that. And mobile ma to second page su, first page na 3 જ suggestion. Right, so you need to understand. So buying cycle says start with consumer thought, then awareness, then consideration, research, analysis and comparison, then purchase. And if a content has been purchased, there is a tool called as free tool called as Hello Bar, HELLOBAR. Now what is this doing is, if I have got my customer, my customers, let's say 1000 customer, I'll got the email ID of it, and I put a scheduled channel every week, morning 7 o'clock, he will get one message. It can be any message. If it is a Mother's Day, it will be a Mother's Day greeting. If it is a Diwali, it will be Happy Diwali and a prosperous New Year. This keeps on happening every Monday. So what happens is, this person who is your customer will be connected with you and will not go to your competitors. So it's not only about getting new customer, but it is also retaining the already existing customers that you are having. So that builds up a loyalty, isn't it? So I'll give you 5 strategies and I'll end my presentation. Because I was told to talk about strategy 2019, આ content marketing તો બહુ easy છે, એમાં strategy લગાઈ દે ને એટલે થોડું અઘરું થઈ જાય, અને એમાં 2019 આવી જાય એટલે ઓર અઘરું થઈ જાય. Right. So I've developed 4-5 good strategies which, if you are having a company and a website, you can use these strategies. First is use in the form of text, videos and podcasting. હવે content ખાલી લખાય છે એવું નથી. You can also share your content in form of videos. If you make an article, put a small video. And you can also do podcasting. Podcasting means what? It's audio sharing, when you share an audio. Second is keep your content updated. If you have a website, update your content. ઘણા લોકો તો about us લખ્યું હોય ને, તે એકવાર જ્યારે કંપની ફોર્મ થાય ને ત્યારે about us લખે બસ. પછી about others જ લખ્યા રાખે. Because there are only 2 things, either you are wise or you are otherwise. So you write about yourself, that's it, ખતમ. પછી શું? પછી નવી નવી ટેકનિક્સ ને નવા નવા બ્રાન્ડ અફિલિએશન્સ હોય ને તો એ લખે નહીં. હવે ચાલે, હવે વેબસાઇટમાં શું લખવાનું? No, updated. I believe every 2 months you have to update your about us. Every 2 months you do it. નવા કન્ટેન્ટ લઈ આવો. Don't regurgitate the same information again and again. એકની એક વસ્તુ નથી લખવાની, એકના એક benefits. No, if you are into, let's say, if you are into business of pharmaceuticals, you write about new trends that are coming. You talk about new adaptations. You talk about lifestyle changes. You talk about new drugs that has been introduced. You talk about research and latest updates that has happened. This is what you need to do, rather than just talking about your product. Use video and audio based content. This is going to be very important nowadays. Now time has gone where people used to just write and read. Now people want spice in the content. So put a short video. Video પછી નાના video. 90 seconds is a ideal time. 60-45 seconds is fair enough. 90 થી વધારે જશે તો nobody is going to see. And audio based also. Nowadays I have seen that you get audio messages also. It is nothing but in a form of it. I don't know how many of you have received it, but Make My Trip and many of the tours and travel companies have started doing it. They send you a small clip, maybe 45 seconds. So when you listen to it, they talk about something else. They start with something else. It's in a form of storytelling, and at an end, they talk about their product. And you are more interested to listen to that small audio clip that has come to your WhatsApp rather than the long text that comes in. So this is a new change that is happening. I always follow this, and I want you to follow this. 80-20 rule. Use 20% time on your writing, 80% time on your promotion. આપણે બધા ઊંધું કરતા હોઈએ. 80% time રાત જાગીને લખવાનું અને પ્રમોશન કરવાનું જ નહીં. પછી શું થાય? પેલા રવિન્દ્રનાથ ટાગોરજી જેવી હાલત થઈ જાય કે લખી દીધા પછી he expired, you know, and then after a long time his poems got published, and then songs of Gitanjali got so famous and a Nobel Prize મળ્યું પછી. પણ સાહેબ તો હતા નહીં ત્યારે. તો તમે લખાણ શું કામનું? So what my point is, use 20% writing, 80% of your efforts in promoting. અને ઘણાને એવું છે કે લેટ મી ટેલ યુ વન થિંગ વેરી ક્લિયરલી, અ વેરી ઇન્ટરેસ્ટિંગ સિક્રેટ. ત્રણ વસ્તુ: કન્ટેન્ટ રાઇટિંગ, બ્લોગિંગ અને અફિલિએટેડ માર્કેટિંગ. એનીબડી નોઝ વોટ ઇઝ અફિલિએટેડ માર્કેટિંગ? યસ, કેન યુ હેલ્પ મી?
You can sell other people's product at your website. They give you commission.
Very good.
If the customer goes to the website to their
Fantastic. That's a third party commissioning, right? Let's say he is selling something and I write on his product because I am a writer, so you will tell me to write something, for an example. And if I write something on that and you have, somebody else have read it and is buying, that is called as affiliated. I'll get commission. It's just a writing. But then writing and promoting it and then getting sales, most of people do it with Amazon. બહુ સિમ્પલ છે ને, ઇટ ઇઝ ફ્રી. તમે પ્રોડક્ટ ઉપર જાઓ, પ્રોડક્ટની લિંક લઈ લો, એ લિંકને કોપી કરીને તમારા આર્ટિકલમાં મૂકી દેવાની અને આર્ટિકલ લખી નાખવાનો અને પછી પ્રમોટ કરવાનો. ઓર્ગેનિક પ્રમોશન જ કરે છે ને બધા, કોઈ પેડ પ્રમોશન તો કરતું નથી. એટલે પોતાના જ વોટ્સએપ અને પોતાના જ ફેસબુક ફ્રેન્ડ્સમાં પ્રમોટ કરે, એમાં તો કોઈ ખરીદવાનું નથી. પણ સપોઝ કોઈ ખરીદે તો મને એનું કમિશન મળે. દેટ ઇઝ કોલ્ડ એઝ અફિલિએટેડ માર્કેટિંગ. So if three things you are expert: blogging, content writing and affiliated marketing, you can earn 1 lakh rupees per month. This is possible. But then you have to invest also. મફત તો મળે નહીં. એના માટે તમારે 20,000નું બૂસ્ટિંગ કરવું પડે. બૂસ્ટ પ્રમોશન જે કરો ને ફેસબુકમાં નીચે લખે છે ખબર છે, બૂસ્ટ. તમારી કંપનીની એડવર્ટાઇઝમેન્ટ તમે મૂકો ને, દે રાઇટ બૂસ્ટ, દેન યુ પ્રોમોટ ઇટ. તો તમે કદાચ આઈ બિલીવ 20,000 રૂપિયા ખર્ચો અને એની અગેન્સ્ટમાં વેન યુ આર સ્ટ્રેટેજિકલી વેન યુ આર ડુઈંગ ઇટ, સ્પેન્ડિંગ 20,000 gives you back 1,20,000, so you are at a profit of 1 lakh. That's how the equation works. You spend nothing and then you expect something to come? Not possible. પછી કે આ કન્ટેન્ટ રાઇટિંગમાં પૈસા નથી આવતા, તો તમે નાખ્યા કેટલા? અને ઘણાને નાખવા પછી કે તો રિસ્ક છે, હવે આવા 5,000 થોડી નાખી દેવાય હવે. બટ ડુ ઇટ, ટ્રસ્ટ મી, ડુ ઇટ, ઇન્વેસ્ટ ઇટ. એકવાર 10,000 બાજુમાં મૂકીને સ્ટાર્ટ ડુઈંગ ઇટ. રોજના 500 રૂપિયા ખાલી નાખીને ટ્રાય ડુઈંગ ઇટ ફોર 10 days. Because when you make mistake, you will understand. નથી ચાલતો બ્લોગ પ્રમોટ કર્યા છતાં પણ what is the mistake? Identify it. Hire a consultant. Get the thing solved. And then rewrite it. એકવાર તમને ખબર પડી જાય क्या problem છે, then તો you are the king. Next strategy, these are the tools which I was telling you. You can note it down if you want. These are free tools. Buzzsumo, Hrefs, it's Ahrefs, it is pronounced as Hrefs, and HelloBar. Many other tools are there, but I want you to start with these three. Get more social share, and then the last important strategy, and I'll end my presentation. The last important strategy, Tom Peter, who is a very famous management expert whose lectures are worth in crores, if you know, he has shared this strategy. And this is a $1 million strategy, and useful for everyone. And that is very simple. Start doing. Because many of us think that આપણે કરવું છે, કરીશું, but they don't do it. Right. So this is the last strategy. Start doing it. Whatever I have said, start using it in your website. Thank you very much, all of you, for listening to me silently. Thank you.
Everybody enjoyed? So my big thank you not to you first, and Sharad bhai, બધાને બહુ મજા આવી છે. ઓકે, એટલે બીજી વાર આવવું પડશે. હા, અને તમારો ફીડબેક વેલકમ, તમે ફીડબેક રાખજો. અને લાસ્ટ બટ નોટ લિસ્ટ, આઈ થિંક આજની જે ટોક હતી, આઈ થિંક આઈ ફાઇન્ડ ઇટ્સ અ રોડ મેપ ટુ સ્ટાર્ટ ધ જર્ની. એને ના કીધું સ્ટાર્ટ ડુઈંગ ઇટ, બટ સ્ટાર્ટ ડુઈંગ ઇટ, ઇટ્સ અ ફર્સ્ટ સ્ટેપ. વી ગોટ ધ નોલેજ. સો વી આર thankful to you, Sharad bhai. And before we end the program, a special memory on behalf of all the listeners and AMA for you. I conclude program with